When a beloved television figure falls ill, the ripple effects are felt far beyond the hospital walls. This was the case recently with Monty, the cherished host of Gardener's World, who was unexpectedly hospitalized after suffering from an unspecified health issue. The sudden nature of his condition not only forced him to cancel a string of scheduled public talks, but also prompted heartfelt messages of support from fans and fellow presenters, most notably Jeremy Clarkson. Monty had been preparing to embark on a tour across several cities, including Exeter, Truro, Bath, and Nottingham, where eager audiences were set to hear him share his expertise and passion for gardening. His appearances had been highly anticipated, as Monty has long been regarded as a calming, knowledgeable presence in British broadcasting. However, just days before his commitments, he was rushed into accident and emergency on a Friday afternoon. In a candid post shared to Instagram, Monty offered his apology and explained the circumstances directly to his followers. "Hello. I am so sorry to have disappointed all those people who were going to come and see me in Exeter and Truro and Bath and Nottingham. But on Friday afternoon, I was rushed to A&E. I was kept in at the hospital over Saturday, Sunday, and Monday and had to have drips and all the rest of it." The statement struck a chord with thousands of fans, many of whom responded with messages of sympathy and encouragement. While the details of his illness were not disclosed, Monty reassured everyone that he had since been discharged and was now at home, focused on regaining his full strength. His hope, he said, was to feel significantly better by the coming weekend. The news of Monty hospital dash inevitably attracted widespread concern, given his reputation as one of Britain's most trusted gardening experts and a staple on television for decades. Yet it also revealed the close bonds that exist within the broadcasting community. Among those who reached out was Jeremy Clarkson, a figure often associated with wit and provocation, but in this instance showing a side of compassion and solidarity. Clarkson himself is no stranger to health scares. Known globally for his work on Top Gear and more recently for Clarkson's Farm, the outspoken presenter has had his own brushes with serious illness. In October, he wrote openly in his Sunday Times column about an alarming episode that began while swimming on holiday. He described experiencing clammy skin, tightness in his chest, and pins and needles shooting through his arm, symptoms that ultimately drove him to seek urgent medical advice. Tests revealed that Clarkson had a completely blocked artery, a condition that could have led to devastating consequences if left untreated. Fortunately, doctors intervened in time and he underwent an emergency procedure to clear the blockage. In sharing his story, Clarkson admitted to the sobering realities of aging, reflecting on how quickly health can turn from something taken for granted into the central focus of one's life. Against this backdrop, Clarkson's response to Monty hospitalization carried particular weight. On social media, he sent a brief but heartfelt message: "Stay well." Those two words, though simple, resonated deeply. For Clarkson, they were not just a polite gesture, but an expression born of personal experience, of knowing firsthand the fear and fragility that accompanies sudden health crises. After his operation, Clarkson has shown signs of bouncing back, re-engaging with public life and causes close to his heart. Most recently, he joined farmers in London to protest, demonstrating that despite his health challenges, his determination and voice remain strong. His public show of support for Monty underscores a shared resilience, a reminder that even those who live much of their lives in the public eye are bound by the same human vulnerabilities. For fans, the parallel journeys of Clarkson and serve as both a caution and a comfort. They are reminders that health is never guaranteed, but also that recovery and solidarity are possible. The sight of one public figure encouraging another through such trials highlights the importance of empathy, regardless of profession or persona. Monty with his soothing presence and deep knowledge of horticulture, and Jeremy Clarkson with his outspoken character and sharp humor, could not be more different in style. Yet in moments like these, those differences fade. What remains is the shared experience of confronting health struggles and the mutual encouragement that can help someone carry through. As both men continue along their respective paths of recuperation and resilience, fans are rallying behind them with messages of strength and hope. For Monty Don, the wish is for a swift return to the gardens and greenhouses that have defined his career. For Jeremy Clarkson, it is gratitude for his recovery and admiration for his willingness to speak openly about his health. In the end, what unites them is not just television or fame, but the universal reminder that even the strongest personalities face vulnerable moments. Their stories echo the same lesson that support, whether from colleagues, fans, or even unexpected friends, can make all the difference.